Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires Couple Heroes 1 replay. Spawn top left side as the US forces, we have Brick. Top spawn bottom right side as the Wehrmacht forces, we have Hilarious Moustache. Wait, did I do this one yesterday? No, Brick Top's the name I didn't think I cast yesterday. Wehrmacht quarters now going on up. We do have a handful of pioneers on the field. We don't see a additional pioneer out on the field or being queued on up. Up here, do you have additional engineers? There's triple engineers versus 2 pioneers. Barracks now on the way. And looks like he is capturing quite a bit of munitions. Get that delicious brass chew for their rifles. Fuel and munition sector is also being captured on up. Looks like they didn't queue up a bunch of move orders here. Engineer making their way to the cutoff point. You're still a little bit idle. Okay, not there's just a little bit of grass patch there. It's not him being glowing. You may want to stop chatting and start moving. Engineer is now heading to the munitions sector here, and will be in supply thanks to the fact that this munitions sector / cutoff point is captured. Volksgrenadier is now hiding to the fuel point. Look like they may have laid down the wire there. Nope, no wire. Over here, do you have multiple sectors being captured on up? That engineer is still very much idle. It's just sort of annoying me. It's not moving. Gotta move it, move it. We do have now the rifleman squad now pull down the field. Likely additional rifleman squads on the way. I've not really been paying attention with their chatting. Doesn't seem too toxic. Or toxic at all, I should say. Additional rifleman squad now on the queue. Over here, do you have the fuel sector captured on up? Heading down south. Of course, you have to get the cutoff point before you get the fuel point, then the munitions point. Volksgrenadiers may engage these forces. Rifleman squads nearby. Volksgrenadiers receive a bit of damage. Howdy. That's my line. Now the engineers push way forward, capture the VP. The engineers get inside the garrison, but looks like the rifleman squad's also trying to get in the garrison. Ah, well, hopefully it's good. Either way, we got the Volksgrenadiers capture the VP. More Volksgrenadiers dancing around. Got some sandbags being pulled on out, or a bag of sand. Rifleman squad is engaging. Oh. And this is one reason why sometimes the windows are not all accurate, because you also got a guy firing here and here, so there's... Oh wait, nobody up here. Because I guess there's 2 windows firing? Yeah, it looks like actually 2 windows are firing. Sort of. Rifleman squad does get out of the garrison there. Rifleman squad does fall back. Took a bit too much damage there. Run to middle a whole bunch of squads. Rifleman squad moving around. We have the pioneer heading up north to capture the fuel sector. Flamethrower has been deployed.
Listen up, front shifting. Crowds are grabbing territory from us.
Flamethrower now complete.
What now? Looks like we fight today.
Volksgrenadiers eyeing for the garrison. Good defensive spot.
We're trying to light a fire here.
Pioneers to get forced back pretty easily. Nobody wants to be around a flamethrower, friend or enemy. You're now the sniper taking some shots on the engineers. Another engineer goes down. Likely will not get the squad wipe, at least via the sniper.
Taking one of our points.
No Volksgrenadiers on the retreat path, so he will probably safely get back home. Safely in quotation marks. Rifle squad moving around. There's plenty of heavy cover for the rifle squad to utilize. Volksgrenadiers against at the garrison. There is 3 windows inside, so 3 out of 5 models will fire. Guy on this side is also firing up against this rifleman for a little bit.
Observation posts report we are losing a sector.
We finished construction. What now?
Landmine now deployed down the field. Volksgrenadiers may find a landmine. They do find the landmine. And we do also have a Wehrmacht landmine there. The US player may have spotted laid down. Not sure. It may actually not be fully built. Hard to tell from this point of view. Now the sniper may get overran. Does get shot there. Does do a full retreat. Flammenwerfer getting some good damage. And going to range more of the Flammenwerfer. Engineers take a burst there. Getting a little bit too spicy for them. Rifleman squad also getting hit a bit hard. Volksgrenadiers push way forward with the Pioneers getting on out as well. Rifleman squad does back off away from the Flammenwerfer. We got the Rifle squad here, only 4 models, 3 of which are firing, including the leader. Flamethrower getting inside the garrison. There's no window this side, but there's plenty of windows on this side. Rifle squad does fall back, not like to get wiped out. MG42 is set up on the flanks, live in open ground, not capture that munitions sector. Maybe a good idea to capture that munitions sector. We also now have a bunker now deployed out on the field. Maybe eyeing, looks like a machine gun bunker base in placement. It could be for a casualty recovery bunker and throw MG in the inside of it. Oh. Engineers find the landmine. I wonder if there's a triage center to heal them up. Yes, there is.
Time to kill some Krauts.
The Huns are taking our territory.
Another landmine there. Volksgrenadiers eyeing for the fuel sector. We do now have the Rifleman squad's engineers heading towards this general region. MG42 is packed on up, which may get distracted by this rifleman. So the MG42 could get flanked. Looks like there's going to be a massive flank on the MG42. We've got the squads advancing. Volksgrenadiers could hold back this tide for a short amount of time, allowing the MG42 to rotate around. These Volksgrenadiers are quite wounded as well, so this MG42 can easily get flanked by now this other squad up here. Setting on up, Flammenwerfer is now soon to be in range, and does immediately withdraw there, unable to set up in time. Volksgrenadiers do also fall back as well, seceding the entire region to the US player. Engineers capture that munitions sector. Wehrmacht snipers over here, a little bit wounded. 3 rifleman squads in this region. Right now, the US player does have 4 and 3 engineers, 2 with flammenwerfers or flamethrowers. Supply yard now being put on the field.
Rifle squad has the objective. Ready for battle. Point is ours. What say we lock it down? We've captured the
Munitions sector captured. Strategic point now captured. Fuel sector now captured. Let's just say sectors are being captured. Volksgrenadiers here. We do see the Kriegsbarracks. We do see the Kampfkraft Center. No vacancy appears to be being researched. Nothing being pulled up at the Kampfkraft Center, but there is a Grenadier, so something has been deployed. Volksgrenadiers charging way forward. Rifle squad will get overran. He is going inside this garrison. It's actually a garrison I don't really see people get inside all too often. It looks like plenty of windows for them fired out of. MG42 gets forced back by the Rifleman squad. Flaming engineers over here. Rifle squad does get that garrison. Sometimes you can fight between the 2 garrisons. You just have to listen. It looks like the Rifleman squad does dance around, gets out, and I didn't hear any fire between the 2, but we do actually have windows up here. So it may be possible that these guys have fired down into this garrison.
We're losing ground.
He's moving over here. Looks like there may be 1 or 2 windows right there. Bunker canceled there. This is a machine gun bunker. Casual recovery bunker. Likely, I don't think it's going to be for a repair bunker. Definitely not an MG bunker. Munitions sector being captured. We do now have the Volksgrenadiers engaging the riflemen, but they're very wounded. They need veteran C1. US player is one on tank depot. Rifle squad does fall back. Sniper's doing just fine. Other rifle squad's falling back. Grenadiers did throw a grenade, but they still did. Does find a landmine there. Drops no models, so the Shredder Center can get them healed up quite nicely. Volk Center's falling back. Rifle squad does drop a model there. He may possibly get a wipe here. He is firing a couple bolts onto him. Flamethrower does not get a good burst off onto him. And the rifle squad does fall back. What does the sign say in the building? I'm assuming you're referring to this one. Let's see, that's just a number, 1922. This is L.ILN.S. Lucen Principals. I have no idea what that means. Yep, a little bit quiet on the map. Got engineers over here. Don't see any landmines. There's one. Oh, that left one guy alive. At first thought he got a full squad wipe. Grenadiers received damage. Let's just say I can't speak foreign, so I really don't know what it says. Definitely a name in the first part section of the sign, but other than that, I'm not exactly sure. Pioneers who fall back with the MG. We got multiple flame engineers on the field, 3 flame engineers on the field entirely. Volk's Grenadiers behind some heavy cover. They do have Veteran C1 getting some much needed health regen. And look at all these wounded squads. Some of them needs to be reinforced, but the Grenadiers, that's all damage, no death. Oh, that medic's gonna be set ablaze. That's one way to kill a medic. Flamethrowers. MP40 Folks finds a good opportunity to engage, but they got the Flamer Engineers, which is gonna cause some issues. Another medic charging his way forward. He may too be set to well done. No, he primarily just got shot there. And only slightly singed, so he's more medium rare. We do not have the M4 Sherman tank now deployed on the field. Sherman tank getting caught up on the machine gun emplacement. A 50 cal on the way as well. Flame Engineers looks like found a landmine there, and everything else is falling back. MP40 squad sells all the models alive, so he won't take a whole lot of... You have time to get some health regen between the next conflict. Sherman tank rolls a miss. Right now, the US player does have good field control across the entirety of the map. Got rifle squads heading up north. We do not have a 2-3-4 here, getting caught up in the terrain. It head-butted the building there. Another landmine deployed on out. M10 tank destroyer now deployed on the field. Not really necessary at the opponent. The opponent's only have 2-3-4, though there may be a Stug being deployed on out. US player does not appear to have selected the doctrine just yet. Wehrmacht player may have. Does deploy out the defensive doctrine, and a Stug to accompany the defense doctrine. Bit of autocannon fire there. I've not heard any signs of a sticky bomb research. And the M10 does roll a miss. Rifle squad captured that fuel sector. Up here we've got the Volkswingers engaging the flame engineers. Volkswingers do fall back.
The Americans are capturing a sector.
Grenadiers engaged in pretty close range, but got the Flame Engineers. Grenadiers could throw a grenade, but they're trying to focus on the regular Grenadier. While the Grenadiers got a lot of extra damage. Got automatic power shoot now being brought on in. So we got infantry versus defense. Blockade 8s will have a bit of trouble with the M2s will soon be pulled on the field. Or I'm assuming they're going to be pulled on the field. Usually a safe assumption. We got rifleman squads dancing around. We got another mine being pulled on out by the US player. Multiple mines. Stug finds a shot there in the M10. In hot pursuit, M10 rolls a bounce. Hit there on the M10.
Losing ground out there. We hold the initiative. At this rate, we'll be taking Berlin by Christmas.
Motor pool now deployed on the field. Up here, does wipe out the Pioneers entirely. He found the landmine and followed up with some 30-06. Volkswageners do take a bit of damage at the getting inside the garrison, but they will not be able to survive. They mostly get wiped out even if they get out of the garrison, so maybe best just to let him die. Oh, actually though, he gets on the far side and manages to escape on through. Never mind. You don't have to go out the front door. The back door is perfectly fine. Sniper does not have HC1. Now I got bar rifleman, which means he may have a good idea that he has not gone for sticky bombs, so that has been popped, but there's plenty of time. He could have got the sticky bomb before bars. Grenadiers see a bit of damage from the Sherman. MG42 firing away. MG42 has no health remaining. MP40 squad may have found a landmine there, falling back. Flame Engineers put a lay down that said landmine. Another catch to be recovered. So far, some managed to only get one. That may actually be two. Do have now for the Fatherland active. Still gets a shot through a Pack 38. Pack 38 rolls a miss. And the Rock Squad's going to see more fire. They're trying to get the garrison. They do get inside the garrison off a power shoot, raining on in. Maybe a bit of a miss. Yep. They didn't really click on top of the end onto the pack. MP42 backing on out of the garrison. Do now have the Flame Engineers in case the Folk Grenadiers at point, or regular Grenadiers at point blank range. Does burn one of those guys alive.
We are losing ground.
Flame Engineers already get wiped out there. Vegetancy 1. Machine gun bunker that's been there. Actually, no, that is a different machine gun bunker. There's the previous one, I think. Rifleman squad does lay down a landmine. I wonder if he saw that.
Receiving fire! Grenadier squad at full call.
Mine detector ready. Jawohl.
Yes, camarade.
Found a landmine there. May want to get some medical supplies on this guy. He has all 5 models still alive, but they're wounded, of course. And Veteran 1 will take a bit of time to regenerate that health. Yeah, Veteran 1 tanks not being blown field. He does have a second Stug. This is the second Stug.
Grenadiers ready.
Veterans engaged.
Bit of artillery raining in. Grenadiers do avoid. Oh, there's the barrage. The Volks Grenadiers did not really avoid that barrage. On the landmine there. That munition sector is plus 16, so keeping it alive is quite nice. Or keeping it captured. Engineers, flame engineers, multiple flame engineers in this region, and an M1 T-gun, as well as an M10 region. 234 can provide the Grenadiers some fire support. Just needs to get the Grenadier Volks Grenadiers behind some heavy cover, or light cover. Any sort of cover. Stoke receives a pen there from the M10. Finds a landmine there. In fact, that landmine missed, so it did no damage to that Grenadier, or not Grenadier, Flamer Engineer. Volks Grenadier now falling back. Machine gun bunker suppressing down the rifleman. May find this landmine there? No, he does not. And save this munition sector once again.
They must have raided the hill soon to find replacements.
Oops, looks like the Shroom Armory has now a permanent reticle around it.
Okay, pioneers, we're back in the fight. Great, another replacement.
Grenadiers and MP42 now trying to capture this munition sector again. Do not have this Pack 38 set up in the wrong direction. Doug should be getting repaired on up. Nope, it's not being repaired on up. He does have only one Pioneer in the field, so not a good amount of source of repairs.
We're under fire, my God.
M1 AT gun does get some shots there onto the Grenadiers. Sniper does get hit there onto the M1 AT gun.
Pay attention.
And now the Volkswagens are falling back.
Veterancy gained.
Got actually 2 tanks now on the field for the Wehrmacht player, allowing the Stugs to get a pintle mount firing. Snipers getting some hits there. Sounds like there's 2 snipers on the field. Maybe the first shot was a whiff. Yeah, only has the 1 sniper.
Ready for orders. We have enemy munitions location ready to secure.
The munitions sector now has been captured. Volkswagens are taking some shots.
Field repairs are finished.
It's not a half bad paranoia. There are a number of landmines in the field. I forget, are you the US player or the Wehrmacht player? Grenadiers firing away, getting some damage. There's a bug with the active snipers, but sometimes gets a double shot. That's not just a sniper bug. I've seen that for vehicles all the time. And if you ever say he whiffs the shot, that's me pointing out that bug. Yep. And you say you're worried about snipers, landmines, and other things of that sort. Well, you just found a landmine, which you used to detonate the Pack 38. The special ability of the engineers: blow up landmine with your feet next to the enemy. You're now the Volksgrenadiers utilizing for the fatherland. Rival squad's going to have trouble dealing with the Volksgrenadiers behind heavy cover, though looks like the Stug does eliminate the heavy cover. I think he may have been referring to that. M10, or maybe something over here. M10 engaging, MP42 being forced on back. And it looks like he's going to focus fire and kill off the AT gun. At least with the M10. So push his way forward. Doug doesn't get shot there in the M10. Over here, we got now the Volksgrenadiers charge his way forward and over on the M1 AT gun. Rifle squad does suppress down the Volksgrenadiers, however. Sherman and M10 falling back. Stug will see the bounce there. Rifle squad backing on off. M10 does get a good shot there. Over here we do have... Oh, that Grenadier's also being upgraded with Panther Shrek. Volkswagen is taking some severe damage. Does fall back and does get wiped out. Another casualty being recovered. If he gets one of these casualties back, he will get a free Grenadier. With the Axis Sniper, gets 2 kills in 3 seconds instead of 6. Huh. Yeah, Yeah, Computers 1 is sometimes a little bit unreliable with the amount of bugs it has. I do know that when it comes to Computers 2, they did like try to eliminate a large amount of those issues like double shots, like how the pack howitzer for a time frame you could get a double shot of the barrage where you fire a shot, then the barrage ability makes it instantly fire, and then they patched that out, of course. Bunker here being deployed on field, likely for a repair bunker. Pioneers not sure take time to repair up the Stug. We do now have an M2 that has gotten 0 kills so far, so I don't think it's fired the barrage off just yet. Do a snipe in the field. It's a good shot there on the gunner.
We're losing ground out there.
MG42 now falling on back. Climb engineers push way forward. We've got the Grenadiers up there with Pantrek on the high ground. Sadly, with Computers 1, half the bugs came in the final patch. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not familiar with patch history for Computers 1.
Fuel point is being seized.
I'm sort of surprised there's not been sort of a big community, not necessarily balanced patch, but bug patch, like other games had, like in, say, Command & Conquer. Like Command & Conquer
Germans are seizing territory.
fans created patches to fix a large number of unfixed bugs.
We got company! Enemy fire! Right fucking there! Munitions point!
Rifle squads push the way forward.
Forward supply lines are broken.
Though to be fair, the same thing hasn't been happening in Computers 2. So I am starting to work on my own mod again in Computers 2. Going a little bit more stupid with it. Rifle squad received a bit of damage. The leader was facing the wrong direction for a bit of time. Sherman tank fired around into the fence post. Volkswagens are falling back, so does a flamer engineer. Dogs moving around. Sherman tank gets a couple good pens there. Sherman tank didn't get a good pen. I think just got a bounce. Good now, another off power shoot running in. Sherman tank does get a pen there. And we got an M1 AT gun here as well, so he's got to be careful. Haven't seen US player got sticky bombs available. Doesn't look like he does have sticky bombs. Gonna kill crit there. Damage engine crit here, but they're in a safe position. Repair pioneers charge their way forward into their death. Rifle squads push way forward. Sniper taking some shots here. Critis there onto the rifleman.
Casualties being reported.
Rifle squads may get a pair of sticky bombs off, which may be a lethal damage. MG42 Pantrek does get a shot there, so does the PAC-38, but looks like the M1 AT gun, or not M1 AT gun, M10 will get on out of there. PAC-38 starting to get decrewed. MP4 is charging way forward. Only damage and crit there. I'm sort of surprised that there's not been more sticky bombs onto it.
The Huns are taking our territory.
Grenadiers will capture the central VP with the MG42 capturing up the strategic point. Artillery barrage now raining on in. And the engineers are falling back. We do have some landmines here. This one's the US. Both are US landmines. So the Volks Grenadiers will explode. And looks like our repair model did go down. I'm not sure if that was a free one or a actual Pioneer squad.
Hold the initiative. We're losing a point out there.
Rifle squad does get forced some back. A landmine has been detonated once again.
We are losing a sector.
We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
Find another invisible button.
Won't win this war by standing around.
4 riflemen on the field. Got 2 AT guns, 1 M2, Sherman M10, sniper, 3 engineers. So we've got quite a bit deployed out by the US player. Probably good idea not to deploy out anything more, because good chance he would get himself at pop capped. Supply yard does have both levels upgrades, so the US player does have quite a bit in the field. Has enough munitions for another automatic power shoot as well. Has 52 munitions income. While the Wehrmacht player does have a bit of manpower. I hear structures going down. 2 Stugs, 234, Pack 38, MP40s, sniper. Ooh, Knight's crossover. So he has gotten out the Panzer Command. And Pioneer, Pack 38, MG, and 2 Grenadiers. Probably next up, you'll probably get some more veterancy. Now we do have another offensive Hoffman, though that's for artillery. Or some active riflemen.
We're losing a sector.
And do have now some artillery being brought on in.
They have lost me.
Looks like a sniper went down there. I'm not sure. Oh, there's a US sniper. No, that's a rifleman. There's a US sniper. So he's trying to hunt down the US sniper after he got that counter snipe. Nice crossholders and folks in his charging way forward. Rifle squad may go down. Being caught up by the M1AT guns crew, but does escape on out of there. 334 finds some shots there onto the rifleman. The rifle squad does capture the sector and falls on back. May find the landmine. No, it does not find the landmine. That would probably good chance it'll destroy the engine of the 234. M1AT gun does go down. Panzerfaust firing. As well as Panzerfaust from the Panzer by the Knights crossholders. Sherman tank getting slowed down by a crush of a Volksjäger's model. Still in pursuit. Gets destroyed in crit there, so the Sherman tank can likely go down. Does advance towards a crane as a line of sight blocker. Ain't gonna destroy the crit there. Panzerfaust does connect in the M10. So does see a sticky bomb there, multiple sticky bombs. This damage to the crit there, AT gun does get a good hit, and dies to the sticky bomb. As crossholders does barely escape on out.
We are losing ground.
Enemy fuel location seized.
Yes, camarade.
Yeah, who am I here?
Rifle squad does see a bit of a volley there. Up here we have the flame engineers getting bad damage on the pioneers. They do explode, so now the pioneers don't get splashed. And now the engineer models went down, so that can be healed up by the triage center, given enough time.
We are losing
Ground Fire does have enough munitions for the fatherland, not much else. Pioneers are now falling on back.
One of our sectors has been cut off. Attack our forward base.
Heavy Panzer operational.
We do now have a Panther now on the field.
The enemy advances.
Contact! Moving up on the left!
Nice crossovers pushing their way forward. Got MP40 folks in tow. Does make his way forward. May pop on the further side of the building.
They are attacking security.
Has taken some damage there. US sniper right here. As crossovers does get some bullets onto them. Panther getting some shots there. Nice crossovers will take out the sniper. But nice crossovers are taking quite a bit of damage now.
The Yankees are attacking one of our OPs.
MP40 is now receiving some damage. Ooh, got some Rangers on the field. Was that from off-map combat group? Might have been, because also a 30 cal on the field. Yep, probably off-map combat group. Riflemen, Rangers, 30 cal, and maybe an AT gun from the off-map combat group. So quite a bit of infantry there. A single MG is not half bad. Maybe good idea to throw him over here. Grenadiers now trying to flank around. They will get the 30 cal emplacement. Rifle squad's now responding.
Got hostiles in the compound. Base is under attack. Enemy unit
234 does go down. That's just Stogan. Panther remains. As crossovers do fall back.
Hey, you maggots want to live forever?
Artillery now raining on in. Rifle squad now pushing way forward. We're seeing a bit of damage.
Taking fire at this position.
Heard some Rangers firing. Oh, they're inside the garrison themselves. We got a grenade there from the nice crossholders. Does get a bit of a stun effect. Rifle squad now engaging in light cover. MP40 space way forward. They have veteran C2. The rifle squad is currently unvetted. Right now, the Volkswagen squad is getting annihilated. As crossholders in tow, the rifle squad does fall back, and that Volkswagen will need to fall back up soon as well. You have 3 Thompsons up and going. The other one's consumed by the bazooka. Rangers will need to fall back relatively soon. Got another for the fall line active. Rifle squad falls back. Rangers will need to fall back soon, though they are getting some good damage there in the Knights crossholders. Right now, the US player does have the VP lead. Flame Engineers taking some severe damage. Knights crossholders falls back to Flame Engineer. AT guns gained some shots off the AT gun and actually got some gun damage. Good hits there onto the M10. Got a landmine detonation there, which will decrew the M10. M10, M1. Got another US landmine here. As a Fowls does connect, severely damaging the M10. Panther in hot pursuit.
Construction detail. Our work is done here.
Observation post now deployed on the mission sector.
ground out there.
30 cal received a direct hit there from Panther. AT gun does get a pen.
Done building here.
The Germans are taking one of our points.
30 cal now falling back. We do now the M1 AT gun as well. Oh, okay, there's the rest of the models there. Flameshers pushing the way forward. Off-map power shooting rated in somewhere. Not sure where though. M10 does go down to the Pentrek, and there's the off-map power shoot. Grenadiers will escape on out.
The Axis are capturing a sector.
Engineers taking a bit of damage. Flame Engineers pushing their way forward.
Our fuel point is being taken by the enemy.
Rifle squad's moving around, starting to capture some of these sectors. Up north, we do have the fuel sector being decaptured as well. Not too critical for right now. Both players will have plenty of fuel for the rest of the game. Actually, no, the Wehrmacht player does not have plenty of fuel, so he does actually still need to start vying for fuel.
Our heavy rocket batteries are asking for a target.
28cm rocket barrage now available. Don't think that's going to be super useful, but now all of his doctors are now selected.
We're losing a sector.
At this point in time, he may only get out flak pounds also. He's plenty of AT, just needs more AT infantry. There's too many riflemen to deal with. MP40 Volt squads does get out of the garrison, but will get the bad retreat path. But looks like he will escape on out nonetheless. Panther charges his way forward. Over here we do have now the Knights Crossroads being suppressed, forced back by the riflemen.
The Americans are capturing a sector. One man, stop embarrassing yourselves. One of our sectors has been cut off. Forward supply lines.
Grenadiers does pick up the medic there. He was not carrying anybody just yet. One casualty is currently recovered. We do have now a sticky bomb onto the Panther. Engine damage on there on the Panther. Engineers falling back, Stug in the region.
They're losing territory.
Artillery is starting to rain on in. Stick bomb has been thrown. Destroyed engine crit there onto the Panther. Another sticky bomb, or another sticky bomb is tend to being thrown by that rifle squad. Does get thrown now. Good chance the Panther will live. Fully mobilized, however. Now got an off-fire power shoot trying to hit the Kampfkraft center. And maybe trying to splash the Panther a little bit. And those are the Kampfkraft center will go down, but not the Panther. Or maybe. Yep, it does live, but barely. Rifle squad's now falling on back.
Supply lines are broken.
He does have Veteran C3 on infantry, does not have Veteran C3 on vehicles, but should be fine enough. Does find a landmine with the Stug. Rangers may actually get crushed here. Bazookas lining up some shots. Stug just 20cm rocket barrage. He does have enough munitions for a 20cm rocket barrage. And brings down the M2, so he really wants the M2 dead. Oh, wipes out that machine gun. M2 does appear to be fully destroyed, so is the Stug. Yeah, the M2's down.
Ready.
MP40s do find the Flamer Engineer. Ground player does have the capture's favor, but it has less VPs. That's crossholders and MP40s now engaging. And now all these horses are falling on back. Over here, got the rocket squad suppressed. This rocket squad engaging the grenadier. Grenadiers throw a grenade. They're pretty clustered. Decent grenade. And the grenadier squad still has all two members now. And the rifle squad looks like he will get wiped out. Rangers and rifle squads charging the way forward. This player does not have enough manpower for another combat group. He's going for another M2. Has almost enough munitions for a power shoot. And the flak pounds also wouldn't get some decent damage there. There is a Wehrmacht landmine there.
Engineers, eyes and ears, lady.
US landmines, two of them going down right there.
Brakes over, back to the wall.
Rifle squad eyeing for a landmine as well. M2 iron for barrage, looks in the bunker.
Taking fire from enemy armor!
Rifle squad does get a sticky bomb off there. Nice crossword here support.
They got us covered. Taking fire.
Damage from the crit there onto Oswood. Another Flak Panzer Oswood now deployed on out. M10 on the way. Panther. Has the Panther been repaired? Panther's been fully repaired. Bit of artillery now running on in. Nice crossers falling back. Severely wounded now, but still has all 3 miles wide. And sharks or bazookas straight forward. M10 does spot the M10. Black Panther also getting some shots there on the Rangers, slowly whittling them down. And we've got nice crossorders here, starting to get burned alive. Panther Faust or bazookas to connect onto the Oswin. Rangers down to 3 models. Looks like he has only 1 bazooka model remaining. Okay, they just get a good shot there. M10 backing on off. We do have one Pack 38 there. He has rebuilt the Kampfkraft Center. Rifle squad has seen a bit of damage from these Oswins. And may get wiped out here. Does drop a bar, does get wiped out. M180 gun does roll a miss. This M180 gun does also get a hit, a pen. That one does bounce right there. Does get a shot there on the M10, and there goes Panther pretty quickly to those M180 guns. Black Panther also is taking some damage. Looks like a squad went down over here. M10 pushed the way forward, Pack 38 not in a good position there. Good hit there. Does get a good shot. And Panzerfaust does connect with the M10. Almost found the landmine there, so if the Panzerfaust didn't kill it, the landmine probably would have. Casual recovery bunker does go down. We got the drop bar.
They're losing territory.
Rangers push right forward. Looks like they did drop a bazooka model. Rangers does force back these squads, getting some great damage there on the Knights crossholders.
We are losing ground.
Ready for orders.
Pack 38 slowly backing on off.
Grenadiers,
Attention.
eyes on ears, children.
Rangers push their way forward. Try to go force back the Grenadiers, no problem, but they do throw a grenade. Only get splashed a little bit from it. And Rangers are efficiency 1.
They're in our base. They're hitting our base.
What's the edge?
Attention. The enemy advances.
Rangers starting to push their way forward. Get a bit of damage there onto the Volksgrenadiers. Carcass got destroyed off there. MP40s did not properly respond to the Rangers. And the Rangers do get flinched by the M180 gun. Rangers are Volkswagens are falling on back. Rifle squad straight forward, finds that landmine, doesn't drop any models, but does at least force some retreat. Also another drop bar here. Finds another landmine there. Looks like they got those engineers pretty hard. Black Panzer Ostwin now engaging. Got the nice crossholders push way forward.
Krauts are grabbing our territory.
Rifle squad now falling on back. Got efficiency 2 M1AT gun, which will get decrewed with an efficiency. The other AT gun will get decrewed as well. The next crosshair is pushing around. One of them needs to get to the VP. He has double capture against him, so he's losing the VP game pretty quickly.
Our forces are taking territory from us.
What's next?
Flame Shears captured that sector.
Supply lines are broken. We have
Carlo
territory
Grandiers
cut
had
off
picked
from
up
supply.
one of those bars, maybe two. See one guy here with a bar. Over here, Rangers and Rocket Squad push forward. We got a fresh Sherman being outfield. Does get the 50 cal upgraded. Gets a good shot there on the Knights Crossholders. Takes another good hit there. Drops another Knights Crossholders. About to get wiped out.
Losing ground.
Black Panzer Osman does force back the Riflemen. Volkswagen is now falling him back as well. Opal Blitz does eat a shot there. Next person goes, woo! Which is he'll get wiped out, I'm guessing, by the Sherman tank. Rotating round. Pentamount does fire. Does not get the kill. Oh, the Rifleman squad should get the kill.
Enemy unit
Yep.
down.
We also have a Ranger squad on this side of the garrison, firing away. One model's dropped, maybe bazooka models. M2 getting
The
some good
enemy
hits
is
down
down
to
to
the
100
bunker.
points.
We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
And now the bunker does go down. Rangers will be able to get some good damage there on the Knights Crossholders. The Black Panzer also is going to try to displace them. There's a number of good windows aside. Some of the bazooka models trying to hit the Knights Crossholders. Knights Crossholders do get forced them back. Rocket Squad could try to charge forward with a sticky bomb. Looks like they are. MP40s are here. Hit the charging rifleman. M10 himself is charging on in. Does receive a miss there from that Panzer wreck. You see Panzer fouls from the Grenadiers. Fully immobilized with this M10. And does bring in the Alpha Power Shoot. Though he will maybe blow up his own M10 right there. Not sure how effective the Alpha Power Shoot is versus M10s. Let's just say you try not to target your own stuff with that. Oh, maybe it's just showing the Wehrmacht quarters. So maybe in Wehrmacht quarters, the Wehrmacht quarters rather than on top of the Ostwinds. Wehrmacht quarters now fully destroyed. And looks like the Axis player does cast in GG. And we backing out. There we go. He backs out now. It's Anne Gray saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.